Shut up and sit down.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, Mr. Main Event himself, the often imitated, never duplicated, superstar Tim Vicious. And folks, well, we are gonna go over Saturday night's main event. Now, I'm not gonna lie, ever since I was a little kid, I always kind of wanted to do the Saturday night main event intro in some kind of way or form, and well, that's one less thing marked off on my bucket list. And all I need to do is successfully steal a goat from a petting zoo and get Scarlett Johansson's autograph on a marriage and or divorce certificate. With that said, moving forward, before we get into the show, I want to remind everyone, we are doing a contest, so if you are if all you have to do to enter, go to my personal YouTube page, Tim23Vicious. That's Tim, the number 2, the number 3, Vicious. Subscribe to the channel. Folks, we are inching closer and closer and closer. We break over 500 subscribers before the Royal Rumble. So, just to give some context, the Royal Rumble is at the beginning of February. We're on the tail end of December. So what that means is we got just a little over a month. Roughly about maybe a month and a half-ish. Maybe a little less than. Before the Royal Rumble. So what that means is we break 500. We go over 500. We just hit 501. I will pick one random subscriber. I will reach out to them and say, hey, insert name here. Congratulations, you have won the random contest drawing, the random subscriber drawing I have done. As a thank you to subscribing to the channel, I wish to give you a gift. Please let me know your contact info and I will send out a shirt of your choosing to you. And the shirt in question would be Vicious Rants Apparel. Much like if you're watching this on video, you see that I'm wearing, courtesy of whatamaneuver.net. And folks, we got t-shirts, we got tanks, we got women's tees, we got long sleeves, we got toddler tees, and we got baby onesies. And I can't put over enough on how comfortable and soft this is, the material, it's great. And folks, listen, I'm an autistic guy, and not to cast stereotypes, but y'all know on how we are about certain sensitivity on things, right? I ain't kidding when I said this is super soft and comfortable. So, we break over 500 on the YouTube page of youtube.com. Tim, the number 2, the number 3, Vicious. That's simple, easy peasy. We break over 500 before the Royal Rumble. I will reach out to a subscriber. Wham bam, thank you for subbing. Now, if you're listening to this on audio form, folks, I do encourage you, even if you're watching this on video, please help us build the audio platform. We have just recently started dropping this as an audio format as well on Spotify. So hit the follow button, leave us a 5-star review if you feel we've earned it. I have the comments on there as well. So any questions, concerns, criticisms you got for the show, I am open to hearing all of it. Now, with that said, also folks, as a reminder, we here are WWE Shop affiliates. So what that means is, if you are watching this on my personal YouTube page or listening to this on audio form, open up the description tab, click the link down below. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what if I'm watching this on the Main Event Network's wrestling page? Main Event Wrestling Network's YouTube page, because this show is also available there, and I do highly recommend you check it out there as well. Well, fret no more, because if you're watching it, all you have to do is scan that QR code right up there on the screen, and easy enough, you do one of those instructions, takes you to WWE Shop. You make whatever purchase you want. It could be a commemorative Cody Rhodes weightlifting belt. It could be a collector's championship title like the Winged Eagle. Wink, wink. We'll get to that in a moment. It could be a Yeet shirt. It could be a Intercontinental Championship shirt. It could be one of the college NCAA commemorative championship titles. Whatever item you want to purchase, purchase. And we here at the Vicious Studios would receive a small nominal commission off of said purchase. And folks, here's the kicker for you. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, I bet I can't use such and such discount code. Oh, I bet it's going to cost extra. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's not going to cost extra at all. If you got a discount code for free shipping, free overnight shipping, 20% off, 30% off, 50% off, feel free to use them. It works. It works. You know, but you make your purchase. We here receive a small nominal commission, and in turn, it helps us make this show better for you. Thank you. Now, with that said, let's get into Saturday night's main event. Oh my God, it brought back so much nostalgia, love, and feel. The narrow walkway down to the ring. Joe Tessitore in the Okerlund position talking to Jesse Ventura. Jesse Ventura actually doing commentary for the main event match, which we will talk about. And folks, probably one of the best parts on it that I absolutely loved was the fact they brought Pat McAfee back for commentary for this show. And oh man, I love when Pat McAfee and Michael Cole are on there, because Pat, trying to think the right way to say this. It is sometimes it's a great thing to just have a fan, have a actual wrestling fan call the match, and he did. He's a legit fan that just calls the show, and man, it's great to see. It's great to see. It's great to hear, and he brings out a different side of Cole where he's relaxed, loose, and he legitimately looks like he's having fun. For the first time in I don't know how long, he looks like he's just legit out there having fun. Now, before I get into it, one other thing I do want to bring up that I noticed, it could just be me, but it felt like the ring made the same thud sound that anytime somebody hit the mat, that like it would back in like the late 80s to early 90s. Maybe it's me, I don't know, but it felt like that. But that said, we're going to get into the first match of the night now. Drew McIntyre going against Sami Zayn, ole, and oh wow, this was good. Now Sami, he attacked, he was throwing shots at Drew before the bell, but Drew, he was leading into the commercial break, with Drew leading the post-commercial break. And while this was a good match and I absolutely loved it, and Drew pretty much murked Sami, honestly, my big takeaway was, now this was a simulcast on NBC and on Peacock, right? They still had ads on this. And I mean like full-blown, we'll be right back after this commercial break kind of ads. And I'm not complaining about it. I was just like flabbergasted, because I'm watching this on Peacock and I see it and I'm like, whoa, okay. Because the last time they had a simulcast where it was on TV and Peacock was the NXT Halloween Havoc, where was NXT Halloween Havoc that was on USA. And that shocked me, because not only did NXT have outstanding ratings that night, but when they, again, watching on Peacock, it did not go in, it went into picture-in-picture, and it just had the small little Halloween Havoc logo in the corner, and it just played out. So, again, I'm not complaining, I'm just pointing out the observations and the things that I noticed. It was a little weird. Just an offset. Something I wasn't expecting. That's all. But either way, it was a good match. I thought it was a hell of an opener. Drew McIntyre wound up getting the win with hitting a Claymore, literally hitting a Claymore out of nowhere. And it's now based off of that and how Drew was talking to Seth Elizabeth Rollins, because his middle name is not frickin' damn it. On Monday, it sounds like his next target is going to be one Jey Uso. So, now we move to the next match. Io Sky going against Liv Morgan. And really nice start. Io was leading into the commercial break and was leading the post break, but she basically was not letting Liv get a chance to breathe and catch her breath for a good bit of the post break. Now, not gonna lie, there were some slip ups like a step off or didn't throw the arm the right way, that kind of stuff, but like nothing to be like, oh well, if they had their arm like this instead of that would have gotten 12 stars instead of just 3 2/4 type BS. No. We don't do that crap here. This is a good match. I enjoyed it. Liv wound up getting a win when she wound up blocking the moonsault. Io went up to go do the moonsault. She was up in the air. Liv popped her feet up, straight up in the air, and boom, right on Io's gut. Next thing you know, Liv got a running charge. Oblivion, 1, 2, 3. The following night on Raw, that Monday on Raw, she wound up gloating on how 2024 has been her year. 2025 is going to be so much better. And then Rhea came out. Yeah, Mommy came out. Wound up saying that, basically saying that Raw on Netflix, Liv and Rhea for the title, and also she now referred to Dominic Mysterio as a chicken tendy slut. So, listen, I'm normally not one for slut shaming. Far from it. I refuse to ever slut shame somebody. But if we're going to chicken tender slut shame, I don't know, I'm kind of have mixed emotions on that. Next up, we got triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Gunther going at it. And Priest was leading good right up into the commercial break and leading match post break. It felt like Priest was dictating the pace and the flow for this match. And I dug it personally, though I'm trying to think the right way to say this without it sounding negative, because it's far from it. I was a little off on thinking to myself, why is Priest leading if Gunther's the champ? Just a weird thing my brain was thinking, but it was a good match. I can't really argue it. It was good. Now, match came to an end when Priest got taken out on the outside. Gunther, he deadlift powerbombed him, boom, right onto the steel stairs, and then came in and then powerbombed Finn for the 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, I'm sorry. On Monday, Finn and JD had to defend their tag titles against the War Raiders and Judgment Day's barred from ringside. Priest wound up keeping Finn from getting to use any kind of weapons to go and help them get the win, which gave the Raiders the opening they needed to go and get the win for the 1, 2, 3. So your winners are the new tag champions, the War Raiders, and Gunther stood tall at Saturday night's main event. Next up, we had the finals for the Women's United States title tournament. Try saying that 5 times fast. It was Chelsea Green All right, that was my best Samantha Irvin Chelsea Green impression. I'm sorry. Going against Michin, Mia Yim. And this, I really dug this match. Now, these two have got some long history with each other, spanning all the way back to TNA, which was also cool to hear Michael Cole actually openly referencing TNA. Now, I know I always made the comments before. Well, I've made comments before, you know, if you're number one, don't go talking about number two. And I know some people are going to probably take to heart, well, Tim, how come you're okay with WWE talking about TNA, but you're not okay with so-and-so talking about WWE? Okay, here's the thing, though, Slapdick. WWE and TNA are doing a co-partnership. So both companies are working with each other. You've had Tatum Paxley working TNA pay-per-views. You've had TNA talent working on NXT, and you've had NXT talent working in TNA. So, if they're both working together, there's no harm. They were both getting a mutual kickback on it. Personally, I think maybe TNA may have gotten a small bit more just from the casual viewer perspective of just somebody being like, whoa, wait, there's another wrestling company? What's this TNA I've heard about? Let me look them up. Oh, cool. Kind of bit. But again, that's me. That's just me, though. With that said, though, back to the match. Really good start. Chelsea, she was leading, going good into the commercial break. Michin was leading post-break. I really dug this. I dug the match. It was good. Match came to an end when Chelsea, she was perched on the top rope. Michin was getting ready to go and hit her with like a superplex or something, but Chelsea knocked her down and then literally leaped over her, and then in front of her, while she's in front of her and Michin's got her head down, hooked her arms from behind, butterflied them, and then boom, hit the unpretty her onto Michin for the 1, the 2, the 3. So your winner and new Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green, which honestly I am oh so happy on, because that woman understands the assignment. She utilizes every last second she is on TV. If she's in front of a camera, she is using every last second. Much like with the old Jimmy Hart reference. Jimmy Hart never met a camera he didn't like. Chelsea has never met a camera she didn't like. And that's not in a vain vanity kind of way. It's that you know the job. You know what you got to do to get. If your job is to make your opponent look like $1 million, she'll make herself look like an ass, making her opponent look like $1 million. You know? Yeah. So, with that said, now we come to main event of the night. Kevin Owens going against Cody Rhodes for the coveted WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. But it wasn't just the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. No. Because you see, Cody, for one night and one night only, brought out the Winged Eagle title. Now, for those who may not know, the Winged Eagle title, it debuted in '89, I believe it was, and it was officially retired in 1998 at WrestleMania 13, when Stone Cold beat Shawn Michaels, because that's when they went from the Winged Eagle to the Blue Eagle. And I get a lot of wrestling fans, a lot of the fans in Nostalgia have liked the Winged Eagle title design, and I have nothing against that. My personal favorite title design is the Undisputed title, the one that Brock Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero, JBL had. That's my personal favorite world title design. but to each their own. That's, that's like saying which place do you think has a better cheeseburger? Dairy Queen, McDonald's, or Burger King, something like that. Everyone's got their own different taste and flavor. That's neither here nor there. It was cool to see the Winged Eagle title, though. But either way, really good, solid action. Kevin Owens was leading the pace and the flow. At one point, he wound up actually doing one of Randy's signature moves. The belly to back onto the announce table and then yelling into the camera, "Hi, Randy." And Jesse on commentary. I gotta tell you, I absolutely love Jesse on commentary because he did not skip a beat. It was just like watching Saturday Night Main Event of old. The only thing that was missing, I would have loved if Gorilla Monsoon was still alive to call that match with Jesse. Just so that way you could hear Jesse yelling at him, "Oh, come on now, Gorilla. You're telling me you didn't see Cody cheat right there. Cody Rhodes is cheating. He's as dirty as his old man was." And trust me, I could do a way better Jesse Ventura impression if I wanted, but I'm pressed for time, folks. But either way, there was actually 2 ref bumps in the match. First one was Kevin Owens knocking out the one ref, and then Cody went to go to do a springboard for either a disaster. Yeah, went for a disaster kick. Owens ducked, and Cody instead cross-bodied the second ref. After that, Cody went to go get a chair, and then was like, or not Cody, I'm sorry, Kevin went to go get a chair. I apologize. Kevin went to go get a chair. Cody got it, took it off him, and then wound up beating him up some, and then hit a crossroads on him onto the chair, which, again, I absolutely love because Jesse Ventura called it right then and there. He cheated! That dirty rat right there cheated! Calling that Cody cheated because the good guy cheated to get the win. And Charles Robinson, who was the ref who took the first bump, was on the outside doing the 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. And I know some people were questioning, hey, wait. Can a ref do a 3 count if they're on the outside of the ring, even though they see the shoulders? I stand by the argument, as long as they're able to visibly see both shoulders on the mat and are able to tell if somebody's foot, if an appendage is either on or outside of the rope, yeah, cool. So your winner and still WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. Now the kicker to all this was after the show, and they put all this kind of stuff out there afterwards, folks. Kevin Owens came back in, mad, angry, bitter, all the sorts because he lost, beat up Cody, and then hit him with a package pile driver. Let me just rewind that and say that again. He hit him with a package pile driver. Now, if you've not seen Kevin Steen in Ring of Honor doing the package pile driver, folks, I highly encourage that you do. But the fact that he did that, and then they did a stretcher job for Cody, Owens grabbed the title and stormed off, and as he's walking off, he gets into a screaming match yelling at Triple H. So, personally, what I'm kind of hoping for is we kind of get like the old Saturday Night Main Event where Mr. Perfect took the title off Hulk Hogan, got a hammer, and smashed the Winged Eagle title. I'm kind of hoping we see Owens do something similar where it's like, if not a hammer, then like just tossing in like a giant wood chipper or something to rip it up and break it down into a million pieces. But from what it looks like they're doing this to set up for the next Saturday Night Main Event, which is going to be in January 25th, I believe they said it was. If not that, then a match at the Rumble. But Either way, that is it for this week's show, folks. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back watch some of the other episodes when you can. If you're listening to this on audio form, follow the channel, leave us a 5-star review if you can. Tell your friends we're trying to build that platform up as well. Thank you to contributor to the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. There are a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Thank you. Also, don't forget to check out WhatAManeuver.net for some Vicious Rants apparel. We got t-shirt. Like I said, we got t-shirts, tanks, long sleeves, women's tees, baby onesies, and toddler tees. Perfect gift for somebody you love, somebody you hate, or a shirt to give to Goodwill so you can hold on to your stuff. Don't forget to follow these cool-ass cats on the Twitter as well. DSB_IV, main event _net, the Main Event Wrestling Network Twitter account, Sergeant Curry Pants, 3-Cat Thursday, and D-Dryer 1986. And folks, like I always tell you, if you love me, great. If you hate me, well,
Shut up and sit down.
fuck you.